How's it going, my comics? And we're back with another review. I am so conceited I've got a Commander Cody shirt on.
Commander Cody.
Yep, I'm your co-host. No, that's your co-host, Carrie. I'm your host, Cody. So each and every week we bring you Indycomic reviews with interviews so we can give you insight of what the creator was thinking when they was making this book. If you like unscripted reviews and unscripted interviews, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell to all.
Or if you just like looking at us.
Right. Or if you just like, if you just want to hear about new indie, that the ones that not everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. And some of these are kind of obscure than others. So, yeah. Like this one, The World of M.
Mm-hmm.
Found this on Etsy. Got to hold it up higher. Yep. Found that off Etsy. But these guys are well known. Some ain't kind of well known. One Last Job, #1, and The World of M, #2. All right, let's do this. One Last Job, #1. But I interviewed them guys.
Yeah.
Aaron and Daniel. I'll show you. Okay. So, really wasn't feeling this book. It wasn't for me, but I don't like the concept of an assassin or any badass character doing one last job to get out of their field to live the fantasy life, because it never works, and there's always that one last mission of either A, them doing that one last mission, then the people that they're trying to get out of coming back to kill them, and or they die along the way. That's the only two options you can have.
Can I say something really quick? So
Ours pretty dope, isn't it?
It's different. My issue with it is I feel like, and this is the only way I know how to explain it, it's like they look like there's shadows, like casted off of them, so it's kind of hard to see much detail. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I wish it wasn't in black and white. I don't think black and white was a good choice for this one.
No.
And I'm all for black and white. I love black and white comics all the way. Probably shouldn't have said that, because I don't want people to send me more black and white comics.
But it does. It's like the way the shadowing and the shading is. It's not much detail. He's
a decorated war vet. No, not a war vet. He really doesn't say exactly what he is, but it implies that he's an assassin. And the guy he's talking to right there, he's like, oh, yeah, I remember that mission we went on, once again, moving the story with dialogue. I mean, not dialogue, of course, it's moving the story with dialogue. Moving the story along in flashbacks to tell you how badass the character is. The book wasn't for me, but if you like that One Last Job style comics, definitely pick it up. Like, we was talking about this in the car earlier. Catalyst Comics, I definitely love their Tilt book, but this one wasn't for me, and that's okay,
Not every book's going to be for you. Not
exactly.
It's going to be for me.
Like, but if you are into the One Last Job scene, or like action, or like that style action comics, pick it up. Definitely recommend it. Here, I'm going to show all the Kickstarter backers.
That's a long list of people.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that artists are doing this more and more.
Well, I love it that it's on the first page.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Because now they're starting. Well, in the beginning they was putting it on the back, but now they're putting it on the front to say, "Hey."
Because if it wasn't for you,
exactly,
this book wouldn't be where it is now.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
So
normally we give this book a number, and the number 1 out of 10 is recommendation. It's not that we're giving your book a 3, 4, 5, or whatever the number is out of 10. It's a recommendation. 1 being not going to tell anyone about it. 10 being I'm telling everybody I see about it. So that's the scale. And 5 being in the middle, But I feel that I'm not going to give this book a number.
Wow.
Yep. Just because I know people like this stuff, and it's a big genre.
But I've read books like that where they weren't for me, but I still graded it based on the way it was written. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Then I'll give it a 5 out of 10. We'll keep it right in the middle.
you know, and I mean, even so, if this is type topics that people like to read, it still might be the way they would like it to be told. I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
But.
And if you like podcasts, check out their podcast, Beards and Comics.
Yeah, I think it's a cool.
Yeah, I listen to it every chance I get at work when I come across it.
I like the image. I like
the name. So check out the podcast. If you don't want to support the book, listen to the podcast. And if you don't want to listen to the podcast, don't. But leave a like on this video. Either way, don't do none of it. Thumbs it down. Write something hateful in the comments.
Oh, stop.
We love you. The world of him.
Yes.
George F. G. Vega. I don't know.
George Vega.
Yeah, George Vega.
Yeah. So.
Vega George.
I love this book.
Why?
Because it's different.
Okay.
I mean, and so if you want to see my review on the first one, you'll have to go back and watch.
It'll pop up there?
Yeah.
Somewhere over there?
Watch
over here? Somewhere up there.
So basically, this is a continued story of this girl trying to go to find her mother. She has special powers where she becomes invisible, and they basically are. Let me see.
George Vega looks like a one-man band. It says created story.
No.
Pencils and ink.
Yeah, but it's written. The story's written, so it's lettered by him. The story was created by him. Colors were set. There's different people involved.
Okay, well, I mean, just from the angle I've seen, it looked like he was a one-man band.
4 people involved in this book.
I apologize.
I have to learn their names. That's the one thing I should have. I'm bad about. Let me see it really quick.
We are bad at names.
Yeah, but I've been pretty bad about this lately. So basically. And this is so cool. Like they travel in like, what's the word for them? Like I don't know the proper term for these.
A blimp?
It's like a blimp kind of thing.
I didn't know there's a proper word for a blimp.
Yeah, well, but anyways, so it starts off and they basically are like being attacked in the air, and basically are forced to land, and they have to get, they got so far as they did with the captain. And they're continuing their journey to try to find their mother.
Does this pick up immediately after the first one?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
okay.
Like it's a smooth, continuous.
Okay.
So basically, the gentleman, and like I said, I need to know his name. All right, the gentleman right here on the front, this guy right here, is helping her, and they're like a little trio, which you'll find out a little bit more about them in a little bit. He's helping her to find her mom. He's like, I think I know somebody that can help. And they're basically in like New Orleans, kind of. And the woman they go to see is like a voodoo woman. And basically she's like, I will help you find your mother if the Lao, I think that's the proper way to say it, Loa Lao, I don't know how to say his name, allows it, approves it, but I need you to find the stone for me. So they get kind of intertwined with this queen, voodoo queen, and she's kind of can see things. So, and I don't want to give too much detail because there's a lot, but she basically discovers that each one of them has their own power, and if they come together, it's like a force to be reckoned with.
They form like a Voltron?
Kind of, yes. So now that they've discovered this, they've got to figure out how to work together.
Okay.
Basically, the little girl gets in a little trouble. They save her, but the journey continues. And I don't know. Like you said, I don't know. We have to look. I love this book. It's exciting. It's fun. The way the story's told is just enough to where you're not like told too much at once or not enough, and it's different. It's very creative.
1 out of 10?
Oh, a 10. I love this book.
Okay.
Cody knows that. You guys know that if you've seen the video on the first one.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Drop something down in the comments.
I need to know if there's more of this book being
Yeah.
made, or is that available? I would like to get it.
All right.
So we need to figure that out.
We'll get on that.
And like I said, in the last video we put out really quick, we talked about doing a Q&A. Would really like to see some questions, you guys.
Yeah.
We're open. We are not a closed book.
No.
Cody's not shy. I'm not shy.
Mm-mm.
If you guys want to know a little bit more of who we are, whatever.
Till next time.
Some questions. So.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Nope.
What? You mean you haven't subscribed to Comicchatauthority?
Oh, come on. Subscribe already. What are you waiting for? It's no big deal.
Like, man, don't forget to tell him to hit that like button.
Yeah, that too. Just subscribe.